because I'll say this. Don't pay the teleprompter company. Don't pay. Don't pay. And then we're not going to stand for it. We're going to turn this around, and we're going to turn it around fast. Somebody said, we really like this person or that person because they can serve for 8 years. They should serve. I said, if it takes you more than a year to fix the problem, you have the wrong people. That was actually something. That was a political attack line, J.D. They said, he could be here for 8 years. I said, if it takes you more than a year, you got the wrong guy. I said, if it takes you 8 years to set this thing up, you don't want to vote for him. So that's the story. It's my first term, and we built the greatest economy. Think of it. In my first term, we built the greatest economy in the history of the world. We had the highest tax cut ever. Ronald Reagan didn't do anything even by comparison. We had the biggest regulation cuts and rising wages for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. And we had a thing called no inflation. How do you like the idea of no inflation? Under Biden, the cost of rent is up 30%. Groceries are up 30%. Everything is up. Chicken's up. Bread is up. And I can't read this damn teleprompter. This sucker is moving around. It's like reading a moving flag at a 35-mile-an-hour wind. And then they say Trump's a bad guy. And he'll say, Trump didn't pay me. And they'll say, oh, Trump's a horrible human being. He's terrible. They gave me a pile of crap that this is the craziest thing. And look at all the television I have up there. I got all the television, and they won't say that. They'll say, Trump made a speech. It wasn't so good. It wasn't so good. You know, it's funny. I was asking Jim Jordan about it because he was commenting that we have the largest crowds in the history of politics. Nobody comes close. If Ronald Reagan came to a place called Dayton, Ohio, have you heard of it? If he came to Dayton, Ohio, honestly, J.D., if he had 300 or 400 people in a ballroom, that would be great. We get 25,000, 30,000 people for a small rally is 20,000 people. We had 88,000 people show up in South Carolina. There was no venue. So we used the whole town. You read it? We used the whole town. The whole town was flooded, and it was unbelievable.